Tuesday. Welcome into Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and we're joined by the Let's Talk team. It's Susan Mills and Lisa High.
Hello, hello.
Kim Dixon is off doing something wonderful today.
Per usual.
Per usual.
Overachieving.
Yeah. Well, guys, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
There's going to be a lot of laughter going on in Central Kentucky because our Talk of the Town, Dave Chappelle, is in Lexington tonight for a comedy show. Now, you all may know Dave Chappelle. He's had a television show, he's a producer, and he is a stand-up comedian. Now, he's a controversial one. One thing about Dave Chappelle, he likes to do a lot of satire. He likes to speak to what's going on in our world today, and he does not care about political correctness. So he has a way of kind of upsetting everybody, and that's what he says. If I don't upset everybody, I'm not doing it right. But he is in Lexington tonight, and folks, a lot of people are excited. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about it.
Oh, it's going to be a great show.
I think he's funny, and he's like most comedians. It's like, you know, you just that's comedy, and it's kind of like not all comedy makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So it's but he does pick on everyone.
He does.
Yes, he's an equal opportunity picker.
Yes,
exactly.
He definitely does pick on everybody, and it is the kind that makes you you're like, is it okay to laugh? Is it okay to laugh? Should I be laughing right now? I don't know. I don't want to laugh. I don't want to, but I'm laughing. I don't want to laugh.
I'm laughing at you, at you right now. This is comedy.
Yes, now my comedy is always okay to laugh at.
Good to know.
Just putting that out there. Okay, also coming up this week, and Lisa, you all just talked about it a little bit on your show. Coming up this Thursday, there's an event where you can eat at more than 50 restaurants, and doing so will go to a good cause. A portion of that will go to AVOL. AVOL is an organization which provides information and support for individuals living with HIV and AIDS. Some of the restaurants include Dudley's, Grey Goose, Sedona Tap House. That's one of my favorites. Apollo Pizza, Azor, and Crank and Boom. And for a full list, you can go to diningoutforlife.com.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's. I love this event.
I do
think
too.
it's a nice one.
It's easy. I mean, you know, we eat out a lot. Doug and I do. So it's no sweat off our brow to look at the list of restaurants that are offered and go to one of these restaurants. And you know, Doug and I have an event that night with the Lexington Senior Center, so we can't do the dinner. But we were talking with Anthony Smallwood about the schedule for the restaurants. It's all day. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you can't make it to dinner that night, you can do lunch, you can do breakfast, whatever. Just get there.
You can do dessert.
Yes, you can do dessert. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, some of those restaurants, it's just, I mean, it's a great cause anyway.
It is.
But it's so much fun because usually we'll get like a big group of people together and we can go out, and sometimes you can try a new restaurant too.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's really neat. And the range of restaurants is diverse. I mean,
It is.
Well, no matter what kind of food you want, there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
Honey, you had me at dessert. I do not need an excuse to eat dessert. And then finally, last up in Talk of the Town, Kentucky Supreme Court Justice Larry Van Meter says he is not running for re-election. So this news just came out today. Van Meter said this decision to step aside. He said, quote, qualified judges and lawyers, they have time to consider running for the seat now because he's going to serve out his time, and the election will be in 2024. He says it's the greatest privilege of his professional life has been to serve the people of Central Kentucky as their justice on the court for the past 7 years, and having been elected by his colleagues as Chief Justice. He says, however, the time is right for him to begin a new chapter and to turn the reins over to someone else. So I have been running around this morning, and I did not read this news. I actually got a text about this from some of my friends who are legal eagles. And the legal eagles are already talking. This is a big deal. People are going to be jockeying for this one.
Yeah, they are.
This is going to be a big race. Everybody's going to be like all about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I love how it just kind of happened out, you know, the information just kind of he just made the announcement, like, the time is right for me, and everybody else, everybody in the state, all the political types, they're like, oh my God.
Sending alarms out. Go time, go.
Yeah.
Counts. That's the one, Lisa, that is such a good observation, because there's one thing about political types. We have nothing to do except sit around and wait for news to drop.
Like
and
this.
then
Yeah, especially.
as soon as it does, it's like, oh my gosh, gotta tell everybody.
Yeah.
So obviously next year is the presidential race too. This will be a big judicial race. I mean, yeah, lots and lots of stuff going on. So
A lot of action.
Next year's gonna be such a good political year.
It's
can't wait.
Christmas time for Sherelle.
It is Christmas time for me. I cannot wait. So we'll have our eye on that one, and we'll keep you posted. All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, I don't know how I feel about this one. McDonald's says it doesn't want you going to the machine to get your own refills. Let's talk about it.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. With over 2 million phone calls last year alone, more people in more cities across America want more Morgan & Morgan. When you hire Morgan & Morgan, you're also hiring a family business. And after 35 years, we now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America, fighting for you. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. For the people.
When Daniel Cameron says he absolutely supports bringing back Matt Bevin's ruthless Medicaid plan, Cameron threatens to take away coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians and punish working parents.
This sounds very similar to something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely.
But when Cameron said he'd back Bevin's war on teachers and take taxpayer money from public schools to give to private schools instead, he'd punish Kentucky's kids. Cameron's absolutely wrong for Kentucky.
What will you experience at the Kentucky Horse Park?
Watch live shows and see unique breeds.
Meet racing champions and Derby winners.
Explore equine history. Hop on board and get in the saddle. The gates are open and the horses are waiting. Plan your visit at kyhorsepark.com.
Saving up for your goals should be effortless. That's why Commonwealth Credit Union invented Roundup. Roundup automatically puts money into your savings account by rounding up every purchase to the nearest dollar. So your morning brew? Savings. Dinner with friends? How about a side of savings? Mobile purchase? Mobile savings. In fact, last year our members saved $5.5 million just through Roundup. We'll even match your savings for the first 90 days. It's time to make your savings effortless with Roundup. Only from Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. It is time for the Countdown Conversation. This is the part of the show where we discuss as many topics as we can in 6 minutes. I'm smiling so hard because this first topic is going to disproportionately affect one of us more than it is the others.
This is a heavy topic.
This is a heavy topic. So,
Hard hitting.
Lisa loves some McDonald's sweet tea. If you watch the show for any amount of time, you know that Lisa loves some McDonald's sweet tea.
Half cut.
Half cut.
Thank you.
Half cut. So, McDonald's has put out what I'm calling a concerning new policy where they're saying they are only now doing crew pours. A crew pour means that your drink can only be poured by the folks who work there. They are taking away the machines where you put your own drink in there. They are phasing it out across the nation. What?
Okay, so I came from an era of crew pour. You know, before the self-serve stuff, it was always crew pour, and you didn't get refills, and only coffee got refills back in the day. Back in the day. So, yeah, so, you know, for that, I'm like, you know, it is what it is. But what I don't like is I'm not going to be able to really like tweak my half-cut sweet tea. So like a half-cut sweet tea is half sweet, half unsweetened. I don't want all the sugar, But if I really, when I say half cut, they really do half and half, and I can't do that. I really need it like 3/4 cut. 3/4 sweet, just a little bit of unsweet to make me feel better about drinking all that sugar. And now I can't tweak it myself, so I'm very concerned about this.
I didn't even know there was a name for it, crew pour. I have no idea. But there's already an employee shortage, so it's like they're being asked to do more with less. So sometimes it's hard to get someone to serve you. But the bigger question is they're going to do a crew ketchup pour? Because I am kind of picky about my ketchups. I like multiple ketchups. So if they're going to take away the ketchup, then what else do we have left?
So got those little packets. Got to tear the packet with your greasy little hands.
So greasy little hands is exactly why I'm here for this idea of the crew pour, because people do not properly wash their hands, okay?
That's true.
And I get so grossed out when I see somebody at the drink thing and they decide they want to try all of them. They're like, and I'm like, oh, you just put your mouth on there. And so I think we're eliminating people putting their little putting their little spittle germs on the pop machine. So I'm completely fine with this.
Well, what are they going to do with these pop machines too? I mean, they're massive. I mean, they take up that entire wall at McDonald's. They're going to yank those things out. What are they going to do with them? I want to buy one. McDonald's, if you sell them, I want one in my house.
Watch out, Doug.
So I can just do my sweet tea right there.
Oh my goodness. All right, y'all look crazy. All right, up next, lab-grown meat. Okay. So lab-grown meat, also known as cultivated meat or cell-based meat, is a type of meat that's produced by taking animal cells, taking them to a lab, and raising them instead of slaughtering animals. The process involves taking the cells, such as muscle or fat cells, and then putting them into a bioreactor and growing them into meat tissue. I couldn't even read it with my face not being tore up. I couldn't even read it without my face being tore up.
Everybody should have heard you in the studio or in the newsroom earlier when we were talking about it. Yeah, yeah.
So lab-grown meat, would you eat it? Should you eat it? Could you eat it?
Oh, wow. I'm glad that it's a kinder, gentler meat, for animals' sake. But I need to know a lot more about this. I mean, the hormones, chemicals, what's in it that's actually making it grow in the lab, number one. I just can't, I don't know, I'm just old-fashioned, meat and potatoes girl. I just, I just like it the good old-fashioned way.
You cannot tell me that a bone-in ribeye is going to come out of that lab.
Exactly.
You can't do it. I just think the more and more we start growing these things like this, or cultivating, whatever name you want to call it, the more we get into like mutations and stuff where we don't know what we're putting in our bodies. And our restaurant's going to have to tell us that, like what are the FDA kind of things on there, because we have a hard enough time trying to figure out what's in a chicken nugget.
Right.
And now what is it?
Yeah. No.
So I don't even have a weak stomach, y'all. And I promise, I'm over here sweating a little bit, like I'm a little bit dizzy. Everything about this sounds and feels wrong, but some states, like California, have already authorized this meat to be sold in restaurants and stores. And Susan, you brought up a great idea. Do they have to put on the menu a little asterisk, lab-grown meat?
Yeah.
I would want to know. I think I need to know.
Aye. Yeah, I'd want to know too.
Okay, let's move on because I literally...
You got that lump in the throat.
Yeah. It's too much. Okay, finally. All right, so everybody's been behaving badly, but this has really come to light because the Supreme Court justices don't want ethics rules, but we've been hearing about some other politicians acting up too. Should they have ethics rules, and should these ethics rules be strong enough that if they break them, they should be kicked out? We got to go fast because we don't have time. What do y'all think?
Yes, I think there should be rules. We've heard stories about people acting up, and and it's completely improper and unethical. So yeah, I think there should be.
I think so too. I mean, everyone has a bad day, right? And I don't know if it's 3 strikes you're out or whatever. I'm not even sure how many more politicians we'd have left.
Right?
If it's just like 1 strike you're out, I don't know.
Maybe 8 strikes and you're out. I don't know. Just put it out there,
honey. I don't know, but I know they need something.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
All right, everybody stay with us. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about a superhero play coming to a theater near you.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Next ET, our Tori Kelly exclusive after her health scare, plus Matthew McConaughey's surprise and Kristen Cavallari's love life.
Why do you think I'm so single?
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on ABC 36.
Insurance companies are making it tougher than ever for car accident victims. But no matter what they do, one fact remains. On average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one. Call 800-800-4600.
No matter how many crunches, core work I do, this will just not budge. Hi, my name is Vanessa Simmons. I went to Sono Bello and I had them remove all of my stubborn body fat right here in one visit. I saw the shape of my body changing immediately. My stomach is definitely flatter. My waist is tiny. I see curves that I didn't even know I had before.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
I feel like I got my confidence back.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-336-2869 or go to sonobello.com.
Everything about a big truck crash is serious. At Hughes & Coleman, we give these cases the urgent attention they demand. As soon as you call us, our truck response team can jump into action. So if you've been injured, call the real truck lawyers at Hughes & Coleman.
Dancing with the Stars is back.
And we are so excited to host the new season.
Julianne Hough joins Alfonso Ribeiro.
What a thrill it is to be back in the ballroom.
Dancing with the Stars, coming this fall to ABC, Disney Plus, and Hulu.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm Sherelle Roberts. We're here with the Let's Talk team, and joining us at the table is Catherine Harville with the studio players. Hey, Catherine.
Welcome.
Welcome to the table. Welcome to our crazy show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah. So you were with the studio players. Tell us a little bit about who the studio players are.
Yeah, definitely. So the Studio Players is a community theater group based here in Lexington. They've been up and running, if you will, since 1953.
Wow.
So 70 years. I'm not a math person, but that's pretty easy math. And have been at the Carriage House Theater since 1959.
Wow.
So they have a really wonderful legacy here in Lexington of providing the Lexington community with quality community theater.
Awesome. So tell us about your upcoming show.
Yes, so The Ladies of Liberty is a really, really fun show written by Bo List, who is a local playwright. And it is about these women who come in at the beginning of World War II to a radio station whose one of their most famous shows has been essentially canceled due to the draft, right? These male voice actors have been taken by the draft at the beginning of World War II. These 4 women are brought in to fill that space, essentially. They are the Ladies of Liberty, hence the name of the play. And they are become very famous very quickly. Once World War II ends, those voice actors are coming back and their show is at risk of getting canceled. And so they decide, you know what, we're gonna take this into our own hands. We don't love the way the show has been going thus far, so we're gonna kill Hitler. And they take over the radio station, if you will, and go out with a bang and on their own terms.
So that's an interesting plot. I don't want you to give too much of it away, but you know, this is a girl power. Well, this is a girl power show. This sounds like a girl power play, and it kind of mirrors what was actually happening historically, because women did enter the workforce when men went away to World War II, and then in many cases were displaced or were tempted to be displaced, but we were like, no, we like working. So it's historical, but it's also narrative. So are you guys having fun playing that up and looking back into the history?
It is. It is so much fun to put yourselves in the shoes of these women who are all unbelievably, insanely inspiring women who are not all of them start out as empowered as they end up. The character I play, Lotta, is kind of the antithesis of what women were expected to be in the 1940s, and I love her for it. But every woman follows a really interesting journey in which they kind of come into their own power. And I just think it's such an inspirational message for everyone.
Gosh, I love this.
Cool.
So is it family friendly?
Yes, it is technically PG.
Yeah.
There are some, I wouldn't even say off-color jokes or dirty jokes, but there are some moments of innuendo, if you will. Certainly not inappropriate for families with those who are maybe, you know, middle school aged and whatnot. But I think it sends a message that everyone can enjoy and benefit from.
Awesome. So if people want to attend the show, where can they get tickets?
Yes, they can go to studioplayers.org to get tickets. Studioplayers.org is also kind of a one-stop shop where you can find out more about Studio Players as well as the upcoming shows for this season.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, Catherine Harville, thank you so much for being here, and good luck with the show.
Thank you so much.
Sounds like it's going to be a good one.
Good luck. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, we'll highlight our woman we're talking about and tell you how Lyft is changing.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Your choice of attorney is critical. And if you're injured, you need to find an attorney who has trial verdicts in Kentucky.
If it's a serious wreck,
Get a serious attorney.
Insurance companies know who tries cases here in Kentucky, and they know what the results are.
Splash into summer with ABC 36 Summer Fun Photo Contest, brought to you by Clark's Pump & Shop. Upload your summer fun photo to enter for a chance to win a $100 gift card from Clark's Pump & Shop. Enter your photos now until September 23rd on WTVQ.com.
Now some breaking news.
FanDuel is coming to Kentucky.
America's #1 sportsbook, FanDuel, is going live soon.
I'm pumped. Let's go. America's #1 sportsbook is headed to Kentucky. Get $100 in bonus bets when you sign up today.
Hi, I'm Lee Trevino. Most people know me for winning 6 PGA championships. With my bum knee, I started thinking I was going to have to trade my club in for a cane. Then I discovered Arthritis Knee Pain Centers.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers has cutting-edge image-guided treatments that place a natural lubricating gel directly into your affected joints. This FDA-approved, non-surgical procedure replenishes the missing cushioning fluid to provide you with pain relief, comfort, and improved mobility without surgery or downtime. It's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. We've helped relieve the pain for thousands of our patients.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers relieve my pain and change my life. They got me back in the game again, baby. Call them now and schedule your free knee pain assessment. Get the pain relief you deserve today.
In Lexington, call 800-963-0478. That's 800-963-0478.
car wreck? Think Golden.
Golden Law Office has multiple multi-million-dollar verdicts in the state of Kentucky. Insurance companies know that.
We know the inside of the insurance business and use it to your advantage.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. It's time for What in the World is Trending. And today is a good What's Trending, well, at least for me. So starting today, Lyft, the ride-hailing company, says that it will roll out a new feature called Women Plus Connect. It gives women and non-binary riders the ability to request women and non-binary riders or drivers. So I love this.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell you the number of times, especially if I'm going out at night, where I'm like, please let it be a woman. Please let it be a woman that's picking me up. And when it is, I'm like, yay. I just feel safer.
Yeah.
And you know, when it's a man driver, I just feel a little less at ease.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I don't utilize this service very often, but I can see where women would be concerned. Now, let me ask you this. Is it going to, if you request a woman, will it take a little longer possibly?
Yes, now it might. Yes, because they were saying that they have a smaller percentage of woman drivers.
Yes.
But maybe this will help more people join.
Right?
You know, that's so true. And utilize it. Because I know that I've had a male before, and it could have, he was the nicest man ever, but it just gives me a little more like security knowing that if a woman is driving, then she's not going to do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would be more likely to use it.
Yes, and
Interesting,
you know,
yeah.
and then for better or for worse, sometimes when you're riding in the car, you just want to sit there quietly.
Yes.
Oh, they have an option for that?
Yes, you can say, please
Perfect.
don't talk to me when we get in there. And I usually like that. And I have found that the men are the most chatty.
Well, you're a beautiful woman.
Well,
That's right.
They want to
thank
talk
you.
to a beautiful woman.
But I don't know what it is. They just want to tell me their whole life story. And I'm like, I don't know. I just want to be quiet.
You just got to get a pair. I do this on the plane sometimes. I'll put my headphones, my earbuds in.
Yeah.
I don't have anything playing, but I just want people to talk to me.
That's your cue. Don't bother me.
And in.
That doesn't even work for me. People will still talk to me. And this one time, this man was like, I know you got your headphones in. I'm just going to talk to you till you take them out. I was like, what in the world?
What kind of vibe are you sending out?
Honey, I don't know. It's a gift. I don't know.
Or curse.
One of the two.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
either way, cool new service rolling out today. So if you take a Lyft, you can ask for somebody that matches your gender identity.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
I like
awesome.
All right, well, we like to end every show by highlighting a woman worth talking about. And today's woman worth talking about is Deanna Frazier Gordon. She is a Richmond, Kentucky native. And she's also a member of the Kentucky State House of Representatives, and she's an audiologist by trade. She earned her Bachelor of Science in Communication Disorders from Eastern Kentucky University, and she has a master's degree in communication disorders from the University of Cincinnati and a doctorate of audiology from the Arizona School of Health Sciences. Her career experience includes working as an audiologist with the American Academy of Audiology and the Academy of Doctors of Audiology. She was elected to the Kentucky General Assembly, District 81, back in 2019. Representative Deanna Frazier Gordon, you are a woman worth talking about.
Yes, you are.
Congratulations.
Well done, Deanna.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. When I was in Frankfurt, she was one of the ones that I actually was like, she's a good egg.
She follows those ethics.
She does follow those
She
ethics.
does.
Yeah. It's important.
You don't have to worry about her.
Few and far between. So. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.